This video addresses the North Carolina Math Standard 5 NF7. Solve one-step word problems involving division of unit fractions by non-zero whole numbers and division of whole numbers by unit fractions using the area and length models and equations to represent the problem. This video explores the utilization of a number line to solve one-step word problems involving division of whole numbers by unit fractions. NF7 is a new concept for students as this is the first time they are dividing with fractions. In 3rd and 4th grade, students solved division problems involving whole numbers. Students learned that there were two types of division problems, those involving fair shares and those involving repeated subtraction. In 5th grade, students build on their work with these division problem types as they divide unit fractions by whole numbers and whole numbers by unit fractions. Note that this work is limited to unit fractions. A unit fraction is a fraction that has 1 as the numerator. The focus of this work should be around using a number line. The algorithm for dividing fractions should not be introduced in 5th grade. Let's recall the division process using a number line through a simple introduction using a story problem. John is cutting grass. He mows 9 yards each week. If he mows 3 yards each day, how many days per week does he work? From this story problem, I can see that I am dividing 9 by 3. Looking at a number line, first I need to ensure that my line ends at 9. Now, I need to determine how many groups of 3 are in 9. For every group of 3, I know that represents 1 day of mowing. Using the number line allows me to quickly find the answer. I can easily divide 9 into 3 groups. Dividing whole numbers by unit fractions is the same approach as previously discussed. We are still trying to determine how many times a specific number will divide into another. Let's take a look at another problem. John has 3 candy bars. He wants to give each of his friends 1/4 of a candy bar. How many friends will receive candy? When looking at this story problem, we know that John has 3 candy bars. We don't know how many friends he has, but we do know he is sharing 1/4 of a candy bar with them. We can determine how many friends he has by using a number line and splitting 3 whole into 1/4 pieces. 3 divided by 1/4. This can be reread as how many 1/4 are in 3 whole. So, I have a number line here, labeled with 3 whole. I need to know how many 1/4 are in 3 whole. So I'm first going to start with the number 1. I know that 1 whole is equivalent to 4/4. So, how many 1/4 pieces do I have altogether? When looking at the number line, I can see that there are 12 1/4 pieces. This means that John would be able to share his candy with 12 friends. Notice the focus of using a number line in this example. Using this visual, concrete approach is essential to the conceptual development of this standard. The physical drawing and division of the number line helps students grasp the idea of division and gain a deeper understanding of dividing whole numbers by unit fractions. As illustrated in this video, Standard NF7 calls for students to solve one-step word problems involving division of whole numbers by unit fractions using area and length models. In the standard discussed today, NF7, we divided a whole number by a unit fraction. We accomplished this division through the use of physical and visual models. In 6th grade, students will continue to use models to divide fractions. It is the expectation of this standard that as students use models to solve division problems involving two fractions, students understand that in order to find the answer, it is necessary to find a common unit.